Hello and welcome back to Cabin Organic. Today I'm going to share with you some tips and ideas for decorating a log home interior. Here's a before shot of the living room, and unfortunately I've already moved in some of my furniture, but I wanted to draw your attention to the window and the window dressing that was already here. They had a rigid valance and some curtains hanging down, and they were kind of a drab color, kind of a muddy greeny brown color. Panning around the room, you can see the fireplace. It's quite a large unit, and it was in need of a good scrubbing. It was quite covered in soot, but what I love about it is some of the rocks have some botanical fossils embedded in it, which really add interest to the cabin. Continuing around the room, there's an entrance to the front door foyer area, and then this side of the room, it's just a blank wall. As you can see, I've already moved in some of my bookshelves and books. So I simply began by removing the old window treatments and giving the walls and windows a really good scrub. Then I installed some black curtain rods and hung some cranberry red curtains. Then I put a nice bright green palm in the corner there just to add some interest. And a little peek of what the room looks like when the curtains are closed. Here's the fireplace once again after a good scrub. And a few shots of the far wall. As you can see here, I've organized the bookshelves. I've hung a very large mirror to reflect some of the light that's coming down from the skylight above. And I've got candelabras hanging from either side of the mirror as well. And on the shelf, I've also displayed some more of those botanical fossils. Continuing around the room, you can see I've got a dark espresso brown leather sofa, which I put some very colorful cushions on top. And hanging above the sofa is a painting by Daphne Odjig called Denizens of the Forest. It's one of my favorite paintings, and this is actually a replica that I painted myself on a very large canvas. On the floor, I laid a sisal indoor-outdoor rug, which is kind of in a light chocolate brown hue. And here's a little peek looking from the other direction. And here's a close-up of the throw that I have draped over the couch. As you can see by the rug and this throw, the cushions, I try to introduce as many natural fibers as I can. And you'll also notice that throughout the room I decorate with very natural objects. So here you see a bowl of pine cones. On the bookshelves you'll see some very large stones that I have there. And you'll see some antler. If you walk throughout my home, you'll see twigs and birds' nests and leaves and feathers. It's quite a feast for the senses. Hanging above the coffee table is this really pretty fan that I found at Home Depot. What was hanging there before was oak and brass, so I really think this new fan adds a bit more impact and beauty to the room. It's really a challenge to decorate the interior of a log cabin. It's very dark for one thing, so you're always looking for ways to bring in light and to reflect light. So I've used large mirrors in many of our rooms for that, and I also hung these very large, brightly colored paintings. The texture of the wood grain makes decorating a little tricky as well, because you don't want to be introducing a lot of texture in your decorative pieces. So most of my furniture is just very simple, very plain, and I like it to be dark so that it's adding a bit of contrast in the wood decor as well. And just decorating with natural objects, it fits naturally, beautifully in the cabin, and they don't cost anything if you find them on your adventures. I hope this video has given you a few ideas for your own decorating projects. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe for more videos by Cabin Organic.